Hey, one of the things that I remember when I was sixth grade in elementary school in Japan, this homeroom teacher was assigning this mathematical problems of some geometrical proof. So at the end of the school, while I give you this proof questions, and so you just go home and think about it, and if you find it, then just give me solutions in the morning, next morning, tomorrow. And so when I went home and I proved those things. I don't remember what exactly the particular mathematical problem was. So I couldn't tell you what it was. The next day, I went to the school and told my teacher that I solved it. And I was only one who came up with a solution on that morning. And so I proudly stood up at the front of the classroom, and I showed how I proved it. And the teacher was so pleased that I did that. So that particular memory was very, very strong in my memory. And I don't know how that is so, I don't know how that is the case that I got kind of became interested in mathematics, and try to do that all through my life. But of course, when you get older or something, you don't think about it that much. But lately, when I am sleeping, this proof problem, mathematical theorem proof, coming up there in my dream. And it's a very, very simple thing. It's like why the the angles of a triangle shape geometry, the additions of those three angles equal to 180 degrees. That's an easy problem there, right? So you have to prove it. And yeah, I could prove when I was in the dream stage, I would say. So, and then, you have a circle there, right? So you take this triangle, one, the long edge of the triangle is the diameter. And so that particular angle that this triangle makes in any point of the circle was a 90 degrees angle. That particular proof also very easy. Of course, I couldn't solve it in my dream. I had to think about it. But then, maybe, remember, probably 20 or 30 years ago, I was very into adulthood, and I was reading this mathematical geometry proof problems book. I was reading that and came up with this Pythagorean theorem proof. Pythagorean theorem is like a triangle, right triangle, always this a square plus b square is equal to c square. So, you know, I came up with that. I said, oh wow, how clever that was. And so I tried to remember that particular theorem, proof, and I couldn't find it anything tangible, and I struggle today. Try to geometrically prove this Pythagorean theorem. And wow, you know, what the heck, you know, I'm too old to come up with the solution. Even though I knew one of the theorem proof was very, very clever and very astonishingly clever, and I was impressed at that time, like 20 or 30 years ago. But I couldn't remember how I got to know that particular proof. So now, yeah, I resorted to Google, right? And and then I noticed so many way of proving Pythagorean theorem mathematically, and each one of them is so clever, astonishingly clever, that I was stunned to find those theorem proofs. And it seems like smart people, you know, mathematically smart people could come up with one of those anytime, very, very easily. But at this age, I couldn't come up with thinking of you know, half an hour or something like that. I couldn't think of anything. So I looked it up, and when I found it, yeah, it is amazing. So proof is something that you know, for a long time, that the Greek, Roman type of people, Pythagoras, you know, is a Greek or maybe, and they are very, very smart people, and try to prove all kinds of geometrical problems, theorems and stuff. So it's a long history in the human history. So, but today I'm thinking that why some common people, you know, relatively smart people probably could solve that particular proof, but others can't, others struggles. That's kind of an interesting thing for me to know. I think the brain is more or less like you kind of get to know your brain's function in a certain way, but in the parts that trying to use your brain, the particular technique or particular way of trying to solve something, it just doesn't go. This neuron doesn't go through the particular circuit or brain circuit, and you cannot do that. I think that's where that, you know, smart people and non-smart people kind of separates. Smart people can do that very easily, probably. So I was amazed how that is so, and also aging kind of hinder the particular process of brain circuits. So you have a more problem. But I'm just wondering, there's lots of smart people, like Richard Feynman, for example, very smart physicist, and how his brain works and so forth is fascinating, to me at least. And so yeah, I think I have been probably most like awe or struck whenever I see those smarter people in my life. I tremendously admire them and tremendously intrigued how the particular brain works for them. But of course you don't know because you're not smart enough. So yeah, I felt that that particular brain circuits lubrication's sake, I think maybe it's worthwhile at this age to read my mathematical theorem proof books or something, and that I kind of refresh my ability of proving those theorems. Yeah, maybe it's worthwhile to make myself, probably smarter even this particular age, even though you forget 5 seconds later you forget. But even then, I think probably it's better than nothing, right? I think it's better than nothing. But anyway, I was so amazed that the Pythagorean theorem gave this moment, like a wonder of this smart people's idea, and why some other people get this reactions of admirations and sometimes jealousy. Yeah, that's a few cents today. Oh, bye.